Your reputation precedes you. You have accomplished a great deal on your adventures. Now, perhaps, you wish to take the next step. In your travels, you have honed your skills. But a wealth of magical and martial disciplines exist across Tamriel. I have walked many paths, learned many things. I will show you how to teach yourself, how to open yourself up to the ways of the Ardent Flame, the learnings of the Grave Lords, how to wield curative root, grasp the balance of the green. All these, and more, are possible in time. Like the ways of the Ansei, the Sword Saints of old, each discipline requires focus, drive, will. Those who choose to perfect these styles are among the greatest adventurers in the world. Who knows? Perhaps one day you may master them all.
I'm ready to get started.
Very well. Before you begin your tutelage, what disciplines would you like to discuss? There are many to choose from. The study of the high arcane, the duality of light and dark, perhaps, or the powers of the natural world.
Tell me more about the study of the high arcane.
The manipulation of magicka, speaking with the dead, summoning Daedra. There are many arts known to spellcrafters across the land. Do you wish to speak of those who call themselves sorcerers, arcanists, or necromancers?
Let's go with arcanists.
Channelers of Apocrypha's power, like the scholar Xander Alcibiades. They each possess a tome of esoteric knowledge. Through them, they learn the secrets of runecrafting. They are perhaps best known for casting forth beams of pure eldritch power.
Tell me anything else?
Runes can be used for a variety of magics. Some arcanists refer to themselves as soldiers of Apocrypha, literally armored by knowledge. Others use curative rune forms to restore wounded allies or lend magical strength to weapons.
I'd like to discuss another adventuring style.
Of course. What would you like to discuss? The study of the high arcane? The duality of light and dark, perhaps? Or the
Yeah.
powers of the natural world?
Light and dark.
The void calls. The end of all things. While the light of hope casts back the darkness. Two sides of the same coin. Would you like to know about the Shadow Walkers known as Nightblades? Or the Light Bearers called Templars? Warriors of Stendar's light. Like the knight-errant Isabelle Valois. Templars coalesce their mystical might into a weapon called an Aedric Spear, and smite their enemies by gathering and unleashing a power called Dawn's Wrath.
What else?
Templars are renowned as incredible combat healers, using their restoring light to knit flesh.
Alright, last one. Natural
Of course.
world.
What would you like to discuss? The might of beasts. The fury of a volcano. The natural world is not to be denied. Do you wish to know more about the mysterious nature wardens? Or the mighty flame-wielding dragon knights?
Let's look at wardens.
Champions of the green. Like the mercenary, sharp as night. They are best known for their mighty animal companions, calling forth beasts to defend and attack. Their green balance discipline channels healing magic through vines and spores.
Anything else?
Wardens have perfected the art of calling forth winter's embrace. The biting winds and icy shields they summon allow them to wade into frantic combat unafraid.
Alright, let's
Of
go
course.
back to Dragon Knights.
Ah, yes. Elemental warriors. Like the stalwart Bastion Hallex. With the might of the ardent flame, they call forth lava and ash. Their earth and heart discipline manifest obsidian and stone. Combined, they are an unparalleled force on the battlefield. It's said some Dragon Knights know the rare techniques of Akaviri fighters. They use draconic power to protect themselves and rend their foes. There are few sights more intimidating than a leaping knight with wings unfurled.
Okay.
Of course. What would you like to discuss? The manipulation of magicka. Channelers of apocryphal
Magic elsewhere. I won't forget I saw this.
like the ways of the Very well. Before you begin your tutelage, what disciplines would you like to discuss? The manipulation of magicka. Channelers of apocryphal power. Like the ways of the Unsay. The Sword Saint. Very well. Before you begin your tutelage, what disciplines would you like to discuss? There are the manipulation, channelers. Runes can be used for a variety. Hold the disciplines you wish to study in your mind. Feel their power in your heart, and reach out with your thoughts. The path to learning these new skills begins with but a single step.
Customize your gameplay experience by subclassing skill lines. To equip the skill line, you'll need to subclass a skill line from another class. You must always have one skill line from your primary class. You can equip 2 subclass or master skill lines. Okay. Add skill lines, disciplines. Actually, no. As long as I finished it. Trouble is I don't have any skills. Okay, so I want to keep this in the shadow. I didn't really want the taunt, but well. Oh, interesting. Why did I lose here? Oh, because I got rid of Siphon. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Alright, let's put you there. Weapon. Wheel, I've got that. That. Gain equip. Skill points. However, when you re-equip the skill lines in the future, you'll have to reallocate the skill points.
An excellent choice, Noshira. Your chosen discipline will inspire new adventures, new modes of thought. I envy the start of your new journey. Your choices today will not be your last. There is always something to learn, always new disciplines to explore. Go now, adventurer. Journey into danger, and learn what your skills, new and old, will make of the challenges you face.
Okay, so I've done my Nightblade. Let's put that away. I'll go back and get my arc. Okay, save my armory. Let's go back to my arc.
Your reputation precedes you. In your travels, you have honed your skills. But in March, I will show you how to teach, like the ways of... Very well. Before you begin, the Void Call. Ah, stealthy. They reach for the shadow most. Hold the disciplines you wish to study.
Okay, if I get rid of this line, I'm gonna get rid of Xenos. If I do this one, I'm gonna get rid of Givering. What else? Aegis.
An excellent choice, Notion. Your choices today were...
Fine goods at fair prices.
Okay, now I need to save this. Let's see, we're gonna create. Work with taunt.
Only the finest wares here.
Okay. Understood. My best option. Spells. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Alright. Let's go see what we can do. Kill 5 giants. Okay. Allies. Tap Lauren. Some giants.
Hey, what's going on?
They should have been back by now. Captain Alhana said they'd meet us here after an evening of prayer, right?
That should come in handy.
here, Mainlander. Oh, here you are. Prince Azar told me to... You showed up. We need all the help we can get. The Order of the Black Worm threatens to completely overrun... You may know them as the Worm Cult. This foul group of necromancers raised the Writhing Wall, cut our island in half, and gathered their forces outside Sunport. Luckily, the Oh, thank the Three Queens. A coalition of forces from the mainland consisting of the Fighters and Mages Guilds and the Three Alliances. In fact, Prince Azar is overseeing efforts to bring Fellowship forces to Solstice even as we speak. I'm sure he'd welcome your help. Report to Prince Azar outside the city. He's with Mage Feranor, about to summon the champions of the Three Alliances to Sunport. After that, he'll know where best to utilize you and will add you to the Fellowship payroll.
What's the next step, Mage Feranor?
The portal anchors when you're ready, Mermal.
Go on.
I see you made it to Solstice. Good. We need you. The Worm Cult began this fight by unleashing their Soul Reapers on the guilds and alliances, by killing Guildmaster Merrick and taking Vonis Galarian captive. They started this war. We'll finish it.
War? That sounds like a grandiose for a group of cultists.
Nonetheless, it is a war, and the Worm Cult is no minor threat. We came to the cult and avenge our fallen comrades. But when we arrived, we encountered much more resistance than we anticipated. We had to send for reinforcements.
What kind of reinforcements?
Veterans from the Fighters and Mages Guilds, mostly. There are some soldiers from the Three Alliances here, too. An advance force of a greater army, once we convince the Alliances that the Worm Cult is truly as dangerous as they were last time.
So the Three Alliances aren't part of the Stirk Fellowship.
Oh, they are. But with the war in Cyrodiil still raging, they require more proof before committing more soldiers. In fact, Feranor and Mermal are preparing a portal for their representatives, champions to evaluate the situation personally.
What do you need me to do?
Take these portal anchors and place them around the area. Then tell Mage Feranor when they're set. I know little of such magic, but Gabrielle of the Mages Guild said they would stabilize the portal long enough for the final group to come through.
Who are these representatives from the Three Alliances?
That's unclear. Champions of some renown and their guards, I was told. The Dominion indicated it was sending someone close to the Queen. High King Emmerich promised a capable hero, and the pact was even less forthcoming. I'm not sure who to expect.
You mentioned Gabriella of the Mages Guild?
Yes, Gabrielle Benelay, acting leader of the Mages Guild, while Vanis Galarian remains a prisoner of the Worm Cult. She sensed a mystic emanation from the northwest and went to investigate. She left Farinor and Mermal to handle the final transport.
How does Solstice feel about the Stark Fellowship sending troops to their island?
Sunport has a city guard, but no army to speak of. But outside the city walls, only a handful of warriors protect the scattered villages, and the Worm Cult roams free. Sunport has held the cultists off so far. Barely. They welcome our assistance.
Why is the Worm Cult here?
We're still trying to figure that out. I thought the Worm Cult was broken forever when the Allied forces stormed Cold Harbor and stopped the plane meld. It appears they had a secret refuge on this island and regrouped there to form their latest plan.
Secret refuge?
Nothing else makes sense. The Sunporters noticed suspicious new arrivals over the last few months. Sinister figures slipping off to the wild eastern half of the island. Then the writhing wall appeared and cut the island in half.
Okay, so now what do I gotta go do? I need to place. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Oh god. Asked me to help by setting up portal anchors. Place the portal anchors. Okay.
Are the anchors all in place, newcomer? This is trickier than it looks. We're summoning multiple people from several locations at once, and Solstice is riddled with ancient magics that can interfere with teleportation spells. Are the portal anchors in place?
I set up the portal anchors. Anything else you need?
No, the next steps in the ritual are mine to perform, with a little help from Mermal, of course. Just stand right there and don't move until I finish. It's important that the ritual goes exactly as I intend.
Understood.
Stand back. This requires a special touch.
First, they will bring the foot soldiers through. Then the Alliance representatives.
What's happening? Gabrielle didn't do it this way!
Ha! Such is the fate of all who defy the Black Worm!
Where's Farinor? Mermal, what just happened?
I do not believe it! Mage Farinor deliberately sabotaged the portal spell while the Alliance representatives were in mid-transport. Oh, I wish Gabrielle Benelay were here.
What do you mean? Mage Farinor sabotaged the spell?
She unraveled the spell in mid-teleport. I tried to salvage it, but barely managed to pull the shredded magicka back together. These soldiers were knocked senseless, but I think the representatives made it through after I diverted them from Sunport.
So where are they now?
Did you see the motes of light shooting off in different directions? Those were the representatives. Champions from the Old Merry Dominion, Ebonheart Pact, and Daggerfall Covenant. They landed in Solstice somewhere.
Where exactly did you send the representatives?
Do you have a map? I can sense two of the representatives roughly here and here. The third... I just do not know. I can sense nothing of the last representative's present location. Speak with Prince Azar. He may know what to do.
I do not believe it. Farinor sabotaged the portal. She spoke of the Black Worm. She's one of the cultists. But what became of the Alliance representatives? Did they make it to Solstice?
Mermal thinks they made it, but he had to divert them to save them from Farinor's sabotage.
Damn that Farinor! The Dominion, the Covenant, the Pact, they promised to send their best to assess the situation. We need those representatives, or the Alliances will never commit more troops. Wherever they wound up, we need to find them.
You and Myrmel were injured. I'll look for the missing Alliance representatives while you recover.
Injured? This is nothing but a minor inconvenience. Still, I thank you for the offer and will accept your help graciously. Locate the Alliance representatives and send them to Sunport. I also need you to find Gabrielle Benelay. We need her back here.
You mentioned Gabrielle before.
I did. She currently leads the Mages Guild. When Gabrielle sent something to the northwest, Veranor directed her to an old temple. After all this, I fear Gabrielle may be in danger. Tell her to get back here. I'll wait in the city's west square.
I'll find the representatives and Gabrielle, then send them back to Sunport. Alright, let's look at the map. Okay, so, a Sky Shard and a delve. And up here, what do we have? We have open. Alright, let's get on our horse and ride. Ooh, fishing. I can do fishing here too. Yay!
Chantate, this is remarkable. Oh, it's sweet. Acidic
In
and
the
that
world?
buzzing sensation?
Ah,
Yeah.
writhing wall.
Stand firm, wretched mage, and answer my questions quadratic.
Quadratic. What are we in algebra? Okay. How far away am I? Yeah, let's just head across country. Book. Where's the book? Is it over Must be up.
Hey, you asked for this.
Maybe I should run different food. Let's go with this food.
Look at you being resourceful.
Where's this book?
It's so beautiful.
forget?
Alright. Quest. Which is over there somewhere.
Who's there? Show yourself. You're here? Huh. I guess this is Solstice after all. I was starting to wonder. Last I heard, we were supposed to meet in some nice city called Sunport. Glad I'm not the only one who got it wrong.
This is Solstice, but the worm cult sabotaged the portal. Prince Azah sent me to find you.
Huh. A sabotaged portal. At least I'm not on the wrong island entirely. Portal mishaps can be a lot worse than arriving slightly off target. As for this place, looks like necromancers have been busy here. See that giant ghost wall behind me?
Locals call it the Writhing Wall.
Ain't that a delightful name? I ducked into this hut to take a break from fighting off the hungry critters outside. I was just about to look around, but now that you're here, you can help. Then I need to find Prince Azah and get caught up on things.
Very well, let's see what's here.
I say we start with that weird barrier. What did you call it? The Writhing Wall? I poked at it already. It's pretty solid. It stinks of necromancy. Oh, and when we finish here, point me towards Sunport, all right? I hate being lost.
You said you examined the Writhing Wall?
Fitting name. Yeah, I ain't seen anything like it, and I've seen a lot. I pushed at the wall, but couldn't get through. The local critters shy away from it too. Makes you wonder what the worm cult's hiding on the other side.
Okay, so...
Is that a letter? Might be important.
Scythe Knight Kimbar, you are no longer eligible. Warmstone, relocate your nest and eligible to the passages beneath. A shipment of the highest importance is expected. Illegible, ensure that it is safe from any conceivable threat. Do not forget to illegible when you depart and destroy this letter. Adept Veranor.
Passages in a vital shipment. Interesting. Huh. Not sure what to make of all this. Look, I appreciate you coming to find me. I could have wandered around for days before I found my way to Sunport. But hang on to that letter. It might shed some light on what the worm cult's up to. Make sure you get it to Prince Azah.
Any idea why Scythe Knight Kimber is? Or who Scythe Knight Kimber is?
Not a Tuscan clue. I just got here. But Scythe Knights are low-ranking cult leaders. Sergeants, you might say. I'd guess there was a worm cult nest posted here until they got orders to move on.
What about the passages beneath?
Tunnels? Mines? Who knows? I'm more interested in this important cargo the worm cult wants to protect. Damn cultists are always up to something. Guess I'd better head to Sunport and check in. Which way was it again?
Head north. I'll meet you there when I'm done gathering the others.
Don't let your guard down.
Too easy. Delicate and dashing. Do you ever pretend you're a beaver?
Okay, now I gotta go here. How do I get there? There's this guy short on the way. Let's go.
This is the result of your own impatience, Vanessa.
Oh, it just felt so good. I couldn't wait. I had to have a taste. Oh, I feel awful.
I swear I could hear it speaking.
Let's continue on to some robots there. Let's go there first. Okay.
Oh, Shatate, how are you going to fix
Can never have too much, right? Time to knock some heads. Nothing here. I need to get inside. Traveler, please join my sacred mission. Just as my strength wavers, the Light Queen sends you a clear sign that I must persist. I lead an order of devotees to Meridia. Have you seen the ruins of Broken Light Temple on the hill? Our mission is its glorious restoration.
How do you plan to restore it?
By surviving the dangers within. You see, the temple collapsed centuries ago. Time hid the reasons. Now, a monstrous sentinel guards it, killing intruders. But locked inside is a font of Meridia's power. That's how I'll restore its former glory.
How will this power help you?
I believe this power can cleanse any dark threats from the temple and restore Meridia's blessing. Then we can rebuild. Until that time, Broken Light Temple remains dangerous. Would you aid me in this sacred task? I can hire you as my defender.
I'll help you restore the Broken Light Temple.
We must create a way across the bridge to the entrance. That's why I brought a translocation rod. It can repair the gap, but it needs power from a loosened shard. Look in rubble piles around here. I believe Meridia shall provide. it? No luck for me. How's your search? Better full pockets than empty. Did you find one? A lucent shard from Broken Light Temple will power the translocation rod while in this area. It should look like a glowing crystal.
Here's a lucent shard I found in the rubble.
A bit of tinkering. Here we are. It already feels much more powerful. I think we can clear a path now. Since Meridia chose you to help, you should wield the rod. I'll explain how it works. Come with me. Come, up the stairs. Use the rod to capture this rubble here. Just point and it will Success! Now point the rod here to release the stones. Bless the light! You've got it! Now we can cross. Let's get inside. I'm in here, traveler. You must see this. Incredible. The Great Hall of Broken Light Temple. The glyph on these massive doors. I recognize it. Our goal is through here. I call on Her Lady's brilliance to shine upon... but I'm devoted to Meridia. That should have worked. Look for anything that explains these doors. Followers of Meridia cleanse her enemies by force sometimes. Does that parchment offer answers? Show me, please. The cynosure. That's how the old parchments describe the font of power. It's a focus of Meridia's attention. If... collapse. Yes, a ritual of light in the two wings of the... faith. I could see from the outside that the Western Purity Wing collapsed long ago. It looked overgrown with plants. The Dawn Wing appeared intact, though. We will see more of the old architecture there. So, what do you think? Purity or Dawn? Dusty and old architecture it is. I am genuinely excited to see what it looks like in there. This building is my inheritance inside the Eastern Wing. We don't know much about this wing. Look for any information. I don't sense any magic on that crystal. Purely decorative. A priest's lockbox of personal belongings. I can learn about worship practices from long ago. That amulet calls to me. What is it? Mortals who walk these hallowed halls, please hear me out. Connection. My mind has linked to the body of this priest. It feels miraculous. I am Caricia, former priest of Meridia, now the blessed sentinel of this temple. You and this mortal I speak through. Explain yourselves. Why are you here?
High Priest Aramin wants to access the Cynosure and restore the temple. What have you done to her?
High Priest. Her strong faith must fuel the connection through my old amulet. Through her, I can speak in a way I cannot in my own body. And you want the Cynosure. My fortune continues. That power is the only way to free me.
What do you want to be freed from?
I am the sentinel for this temple. I once saw the role as a blessing. In truth, it binds mortals in eternal service to Meridia. Only destroying the Cynosure can set me free. Go east along the path. I will return soon. Our interests align, mortal. I will return in the northern hall. I heard what she said. Such a feeling of intrusion. I could hear the words, feel my mouth move, but was powerless to resist. I feel unwell. Just go ahead. I noticed crumbled walkways. Use the rod again to make a path to the ritual site. I'll be along shortly.
Caricia said she wants to destroy the Cynosure.
I heard. Her words sounded desperate. If the Cynosure binds people into service to Meridia, how could that be bad? I would feel honored. I want to hear more of her tale, but I'd prefer a different method for receiving it. Look at this chamber. I can imagine what past acolytes felt here. just getting started. Hit them where it hurts. Hold back. Ugh, I hate that briny smell when they die. Ugh. That was fun! Just when I hit my stride. teach them a lesson. Good job clearing the way. I think we're close.
There's really no such thing.
You know, my ears were burning. Stay sharp! Wait, friend. I feel Halt! We must speak before you proceed. You approach the ritual site. Here, you will unlock one of the Sinoshore's doors. I must warn you, I am inside. As the Blessed Sentinel, I serve Meridia's will. When you enter, I will attack. I cannot control my actions.
We need to access the Sinosure. If you're in the way, I must defeat you.
You misunderstand. I pray for my defeat. You must perform the unlocking ritual. But if the Sinosure remains, the Sentinel's energy lingers and eventually reforms. So you must destroy it. You cannot allow other monstrous beings to gain its power.
Monstrous beings? What kind of?
Tomarion, a former high priest. He sought to build an army with the Sinosure, one under his complete control. In a selfish rage, he destroyed the temple when Meridia chose me as Sentinel. This is why you must destroy the Sinosure. I understand her desire. Perhaps Meridia will cleanse the temple so others can rebuild. But Eramine must understand the cost. Enter the ritual site. See how the Sinosure rips away mortal will and replaces it with mindless servitude. Prepare yourself for battle! That's it! Enough! Just make it stop! She's in there? Defending the ritual site, I guess. We should get ready. I sympathize with her. She made me very familiar with how it feels to lose control of your own body. Can't believe she'd inflict it on someone else. A lot to think about.
Are you ready to fight the Sentinel? Caricia?
When my mission to Broken Light Temple began, I didn't expect to battle against my lady's blessed servants. I quietly believed Meridia would guide me safely to the Cynosure. Suppose I was wrong about many things.
What else were you wrong about?
I always thought that giving over one's will to Meridia would feel joyous. I imagined the Purified felt perfect at all times. Now, with Caricia's possessions, I question that. I still believe in our task, though. Let's get in there. By the light! Sentinel Caricia, I'll shield... Fight! This shell will fall. You must hurry. She's gone. Before I reform. Only dispelled. Fancy! I can still feel Caricia in the temple. Time for the ritual. Let's quickly discuss it. I'm glad we prevailed. Stop by supplicating on the tile I direct you to. Then I will begin the chant and tell you where to go. When I mention a cardinal direction, you'll need to walk to the appropriate tile. That's it. Not at all. You don't need to be a believer, though I do encourage it. I can be the conduit through which her blessed energies will flow. Just follow the chant and it will work. But if you do wish to devote yourself, we can discuss that later.
Then what happens?
This looks like an allegory for a constellation of stars. I've read works about Meridia's connection to stars, but I consider it heresy. I can remember enough to recreate the constellation, though. Don't worry, I'll tell you which way to go. Excellent. Now follow along. The constellation of Our Lady rises in the west. We draw a line to the eastern star. Then, to the north, the link is made to the south. That's it. One successfully completed ritual. Now we can explore the Purity Wing to the west. The ritual worked! Half of the ward is down. Got plenty of... Trade with Khajiit?
bird in your path.
I noticed that the West... Caricia wishes to be released from her existence as a sentinel. She wants to destroy the Cynosure so no one can use it. But others may not see service to Meridia as so terrible. Why should she get to decide for others of the faith?
What do we do next?
We go to the West Wing, and we consider Caricia's words. She told us of Tomarion. I hope we learn more about him. The bitterness of a failed relationship can often obscure the truth of the story.
Let's keep going.
Way more damage than the east side.
Meridia honors
Use the
us
rod to make
by
us a
providing
path.
us with the Blessed Sentinel, the
I'll search
transformation
for anything
serves
that can
the
help our
most
task.
devout
Oh,
among
stay
us.
clear of Purified. They will likely be hostile.
So, new people, and you still have your minds. Very good.
Incredible. He's a purified who can still speak. But how?
Yes, I can tell you many things. Come, talk. I was alone for so long, many years. Now you and I speak together. A good thing. I am Temerian. Or was. Perhaps will be again. You explore my home, this great temple. Why did you come here?
High Priest Aramini plans to use the power of the cynosure to restore the temple.
Ah, yes, Lady Meridia's gift. Such power it holds. It creates the Sentinels, did you know? I was to receive its blessing. A deceiver ripped that from me. If you access the cynosure, yes, you could cleanse the temple, remake it. Very true.
Caracia said you caused the temple's collapse.
No! Her lies bend the past. She claimed to love me, love Meridia. Both false, all to become a sentinel. She hungered for the power. I fought the deceiver and lost. The temple fell and my lady punished me with this wretched half-blessing.
High Priest wants to restore the temple to its former glory. Perhaps Meridia had a higher purpose for you. Maybe she kept you here too. Sad story of a dead warped Ollie.
Oh, yes, I see that now. Wise words, newcomer. Meridia foresaw the collapse. She made me like this to aid you in the here and now. A ritual unlocks the cynosure doors. Your high priest can do it. This path leads to the ritual site. I'll meet you there.
Thank you. We'll stay on this path to the ritual site.
Head north, mostly intact. Easiest route to the ritual site.
North, mostly.
For a high priest of Meridia, Tomarion doesn't seem particularly faithful. If the Lady of Light denied making him a sentinel, his resentment may linger. Let's not be quick to trust him, friend.
He offered to help access the cynosure, or earlier you heard that Temerian is purified. How could you tell?
His eyes glow with Meridia's flawless light. That's the sign that Meridia's will has taken over a mortal follower. Usually their old selves cease to exist. Tomarion's story may explain why he's different.
Why do you think he's different?
For a believer, a half-finished state like that would be agony. Burning inside with Meridia's light, but not fully taken. It must feel like complete rejection. I pity Tomarion's circumstances, but Meridia's punishments are righteous.
Temerian offered to help access the cynosure.
Why would someone spurned by Meridia want access to a font of her power? He may want to corrupt it somehow. Or maybe he just wants to get back in her good graces. We can use him to unlock the door, but let's remain wary. The old High Priest still lives, and he wants to help us? Very strange. Continue on. I want to explore more of this amazing temple.
Closer, behind the tunnel gate.
Good. That's one gap fixed. We'll need more rubble for this next one.
Make the path, then go on. The ritual site is close. Go west. Up the stairs. You'll find rubble to fix the bridge.
That's it? Challenge. Please be a challenge. That's what I'm talking about. Go on ahead. I'll join you in a moment. This room is so beautiful.
the clitter.
Friend!
This one.
Aye, aye, Captain. Ha! Sorry.
You see me? Behind the bars. I helped you. You can trust me. Let's talk. Your high priest can do her ritual here. You want to open the site?
You found the ritual site. We can begin.
Consider my offer. We can rebuild the temple. Just let me do the Sino shore.
Let's... Tomarion may have helped us for the most... The tiles... Now, listen to my cues. My lady's brilliance starts in the east, and we carry it north. We then carry it south. And finally, as the sun does, so do we carry the light. Praise Meridia, we did it. And look, it opened a portal.
You opened the door, good servant.
Find him. He just walked right in. We need to talk, friend. Burn his eyes. I knew we couldn't. He would become the sentinel we fought earlier, but strong. That part, I don't know. We have... What is he doing in there? Hurry, let's get inside. Tamarian, no! We need to get over there and stop him! Tamarian, stop this! You don't understand!
I understand everything. I will gain what I am owed. Meridia, give me your strength!
He channeled all of the power into himself!
It's too late! Meridia blesses me as her new sentinel!
You must destroy him! I'll protect you like last time. Hey, it's your funeral. I raised the shield for you. We must destroy the Cynosure. It's too powerful. Use the rod to remove the orbs from the pillars. Look, the sentinels appeared in front of the statue. This sacrifice protects many others.
I'll meet her glory in the colored rooms.
Tamarian, it's time to go. After centuries, I am finally free. You did it! Let's leave here. We'll talk in the Great Hall. Friend, over here. I can't believe it. I found the Cynosure at the heart of Broken Light Temple, and I destroyed it. Wait until I tell the rest of my order. No regrets, though.
You don't mind losing access to the font of power?
The stories lied. That font of power protected the temple by binding priests into servitude. I saw how it twisted people and destroyed their love. I don't want to perpetuate that. I don't understand why Meridia wanted that either.
What happens next?
You go on your way with a good story and some coin. I gather the rest of my faithful and see what I can do to put Meridia's light to good use. Oh, and I take my rod back. Despite the outcome, I'm glad to have learned all we did, friend. I need to gather my acolytes in Sunport. I think we can rally the rest of the faithful and start something new. A priory or a chapel or something. Small and honoring to her brilliance. Nothing quite as grand as this old temple.
Will you still rebuild the temple?
I still feel dedicated to build something. Probably not here, but I'll honor Meridia in some way. My order will gather in Sunport and decide what comes next. I have high hopes. It may not be as grand as a temple, but it will be pure.
Good luck.
And you as well, friend. Feel free to find me in Sunport after this. It will do my spirit well to see you still thriving.
Okay, back to the original quest I was on. That was quite the diversion. I need to take a break soon. Let's see, I need to go over here. How do I get over there? Sky Shard. Where is the Sky Shard? Ooh. Apparently it's down. Hello, monkey. I will not kill you. Oh.
I can feel it humming. Who's a pretty mount? You are!
This is fascinating. Oh, good! You made it to Solstice! Look at this place. I know it's in ruins now, but once this was a magnificent courtyard with a grand temple beyond, consecrated to the Daedric Prince of Light Meridia. Just think of it.
Prince Azah sent me. Mage Foreigner sabotaged the portal, and he thinks you may be in danger.
Farinor? A traitor? When I sensed power here, calling to the staff of Vanus Galarian that I carry, she told me about this old temple. I got so caught up admiring the site that I haven't found anything yet. But what of the Alliance representatives?
Miramal salvaged the spell as best he could and diverted them to other locations on the island.
That's something, at least. This place reminds me of a dear friend, Darian Gautier, who served Meridia. I still can't believe he's gone. Perhaps Meridia has a message for me, or the staff wants something here. Can you help me search the area?
Very well, I'll look around.
There. While I hold my spell of searching, you examine anything that glows.
How do I get up there? Stairs. Always handy.
That idol confirms this was indeed a temple of Meridia. An old tome. A lucky find. Age is not kind to paper. A temple bell. Nearly pristine considering the age of this place. The items you uncovered are tied to the power that drew me here. I can sense a powerful blessing of Meridia sleeping in that bell.
A book, an idol, and a bell. I don't understand.
Meridia was a powerful ally when we fought Molag Bal in Cold Harbor to end the plane meld. I think I was drawn here to remind me she could help us against the worm cult again. Maybe Vanus reached out through the staff to guide me. I can't quite tell.
Can we use this bell against the worm cult?
Maybe, but I'm not sure how. The bell is rather heavy. Besides, the tome you found suggested opening doors, not blasting evil. I'll need to think about this. I'll return to Sunport, round up the Alliance representatives and meet me there.
I'll look for the others, then meet you back in Sunport.
You lead and I'll follow.
get easier, right? Hey, maybe next time you let me steer?
Chatate, this is remarkable. Oh, it's sweet.
At last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
I think I'm gonna take a break.
Stave. Oh, my.
The Sturk Fellowship is here to help, but most of the city treats us like invaders.
How would you react if an army?
Thank you for joining. See you later.